I love afternoon tea, so when my dear friend Meredith came to visit the UK for the first time, of course I wanted to share this tradition with her. And she was really excited about having afternoon tea in Britain because while she's had it a couple times in the US, both in Dallas and in New York at big fancy hotels that do afternoon teas occasionally, she hasn't had a legit British afternoon tea. So we came here to Ellenborough Park in Cheltenham to experience afternoon tea and for her to have it for the first time in Britain. Here's what happened. We're having tea here in the Great Hall, which is absolutely a lovely setting for afternoon tea, particularly on a day like today, which is very wet and muddy outside. I love this picture of Catherine Parr near where we're sitting. I do believe she is the wife of Henry VIII that is buried not far away in Sudeley Castle, in the church at Sudeley Castle. We settled into our posh surroundings and ordered tea from this really cool tea menu. Then our teapots came out to steep whilst our food was being prepared. And we took a minute to photograph everything, of course. Meredith's husband, Eric, was very interested to see what this whole afternoon tea thing involves. We took a few sips of our tea while waiting for the food towers to arrive. This is the exciting part. Our tea is arriving. Oh, wow, this looks amazing. The top tier of desserts included a passion fruit white chocolate macaron, carrot cake, strawberry and almond tart, and a lemon meringue eclair. Then fruit and plain scones with clotted cream and strawberry jam. Egg and cress, cucumber, and ham or salmon sandwiches. For savories, a middle white pork sausage roll, a caramelized red onion and goat's cheese quiche, and a Welsh rarebit with apple chutney. Meredith is celiac, so she was getting a special tower of food that is all gluten-free options. Here's the moment of truth.
Okay, here I go. I've always wanted, I see all the time the debate about clotted cream and scones. In America, we always do jam and then cream on top. And I know here, if I'm not mistaken, they do cream first with the jam on top.
In Devon, they do the cream first and jam on top.
Okay.
And in Cornwall, they do the jam first and cream on top. But right now you're in Gloucestershire, so you could do whatever you want.
Well, I've decided that I'm going to try both.
I think it's very wise to try both.
And I've never had actual clotted cream.
Right, because you've had...
It's so thick. Oh my goodness.
You've had afternoon tea before, but you've never had real clotted cream.
It reminds me of like icing, cake icing. Mm-hmm. That's so fun.
It's just this magical concoction that's like if whipped cream and butter had a baby, it would be clotted cream.
It kind of looks like butter.
Yeah, but it tastes like
good?
cream.
Cheers. It's delicious. I love the cream.
Yeah,
wow.
It's so creamy tasting.
It's so good. So good. And I love is it raisins?
So they gave us...
Fruit.
Right.
Some kind of fruit.
They gave us one plain scone. This is my plain scone here. And then they also gave us each a fruit scone. And this is the fruit scone, which it probably has sultanas in it.
I'm going to do a hint more jam on this part. I don't think I'll be able to do it any other way because I feel like every bite needs cream. Every bite doesn't need jam, but every bite needs cream. Mm-hmm. I thoroughly enjoy that.
Yeah, for me, if I'm eating a fruit scone, sometimes I don't need jam on it. I feel like the clotted cream is just so essential.
I can see that. This is nice and cold though, so it adds a sensation.
But the clotted cream isn't too cold. When it's too cold, it's like hard butter, when it's hard to spread.
No, it's just the jam that's cold.
Oh, the jam is cold, okay.
No. I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Okay, are you going to try and put jam on that next one first?
No.
You said you were going to do it both ways.
I know. Well, okay, I'll try it.
I peer pressured her into doing it. Because everyone is going to scream in the comments about how you needed to do jam first. And so I want you to experience trying to do jam first so that you can give your honest opinion of that.
Okay, I just enjoyed the first way so much.
Well, you have another scone.
It's true.
So
Okay.
you can do one of each, and then the tiebreaker is your next scone.
Like this? Mm-hmm. Would that be the way?
Yep.
Maybe smear it a little?
Yeah, now you try spreading it, and you're going to see why I don't do it that way.
It doesn't spread well.
That's exactly right. And so you're probably going to detect that you have a different ratio now of more jam and less cream. What do you think?
The cream is my favorite. Mm-hmm. So I think I need more cream. That's why I like it the other way.
You just need a plop more on top.
So after having had this debate for 5.5 years, what people would say is you need to pile more cream on top and not worry about spreading it.
Like this? I could just pour it on every bite like
There you go. There you go.
How many calories? We're not going to count.
Nope. Calories don't count on holiday.
I've never had a scone like this either.
Strawberry.
What do you think of the scone?
So in America, I've only had scones that are very dry. Mm-hmm. This tastes more like a moist biscuit. Mm-hmm. What I'm used to as a biscuit, and it's gluten-free. It's delicious.
So Meredith is a gluten-free eater, so she is having her first gluten-free scone.
Everything I've had here in Britain that is gluten-free is much tastier than what we have.
Yes. So I'm going to now let Meredith finish eating her scones in peace, and I'm going to get to eat my scones and stop filming. So what is your summary of the scones with clotted cream and jam?
They were my favorite part. Mm-hmm. I ate both. The fruit scone was my very favorite. Mm-hmm. I expected the clotted cream to be sweet, and it's not, but that was okay. I still loved it. I actually preferred it not sweet. In America, everything is sweet if it's creamy like that. The jam was delicious.
Strawberry jam, yeah, it was really good.
Really yummy. I also loved the quiche. The caramelized onions had a sweetness to it.
Yeah, I think it was goat cheese and caramelized onions and something in the quiche.
I really liked the rarebit.
Welsh rarebit.
I had never had that and really enjoyed it. I had a salmon sandwich that I loved. The egg was a little dull.
The egg needed salt.
Yeah. And I haven't even gotten to the desserts, and I'm so full.
Yeah, you still have 3 desserts
So
left.
I'm taking them home, and they look delicious. Can't wait to try them.
They will be delicious later, but afternoon tea is a lot to eat in one sitting, isn't it?
It's a lot. Plus a warm drink. It's a lot.
Yes. But the scones and clotted cream were the star of the show.
Star. Loved them. I could have those every day. I shouldn't, but I could.
Allegedly, Queen Elizabeth II did have afternoon tea with scones and clotted cream every
Well.
afternoon. I don't know if I believe that, but that's
I feel
what they
royal.
say. So you had a gluten-free tea.
I think all teas are gluten-free, but
I didn't mean the drink. I meant the meal.
yes, mine was gluten-free. The bread was delicious. The salmon was on a multi-grain bread that was to die for. Macarons are all gluten-free. They're made with almond flour, so I can enjoy those. But this is a large one. This is a big macaron. Looks delicious. And yeah,
So
all
we'll
the breads
get,
and the
maybe
quiches.
we'll do an addendum review of the desserts later when you
Tonight?
actually have room in your tummy to eat them and enjoy them.
Perfect. We can film in my pajamas when I'm eating them at 10 o'clock.
Okay, well, we'll see about that.
Yeah.
Now it's later in the evening. We are back home in my flat in Cheltenham, and we've had a chance to get hungry again after eating so much at that afternoon tea. After working up a little bit of an appetite, we were able to finish off the rest of our meal, and Meredith was able to try the desserts that she didn't have room to eat at afternoon tea time. So we will get her assessment of what the desserts were like and what the overall afternoon tea experience was like. I would like to begin by saying thank you, Meredith, for wearing a magenta top today.
You're welcome.
And the really hilarious part is that both of our husbands wore navy blue polo shirts, and none of this was planned. So we were total
matched
twinners.
today without talking about it. which was impressive.
It was the best thing ever. Anyway, okay.
Maybe it's because everything around here is magenta.
There's a little bit of brainwashing going on. All right. So, Meredith, tell us about your desserts. Tell us your honest review.
Okay. They were delicious, but I had some I preferred over the others. So I had a macaron. I don't
Passion
know the
fruit.
correct way to say it.
I think you did pretty well. It was passion fruit.
Passion fruit macaron that was delicious, I thought. Some others in our party thought it was too sweet, but I thought it was perfect.
I thought it was a little
It
too
was
sweet.
light, it was fluffy, and it was very large, and it had some texture to it. The filling had like 2 things in it. I'm not sure how they worked it out, but it was delicious. I loved it. Then I had a little chocolate mousse with, it's like a little mousse in a shell. Really enjoyed the chocolate. The shell was a little plasticky, but it was gluten-free, and so I don't hold it against them because I don't think it was homemade.
Right.
The other was the lemon curd in the same shell. So didn't love the shell. The lemon was delicious. It was like a meringue on top. I thought it was going to be whipped cream, but I liked the little meringue on top.
We had a lemon meringue also. That was very tasty.
It was good. If I had to rate them, I would say macaron number 1, lemon number 2, and the chocolate's number 3.
Right. So of the desserts that had gluten that we had, the lemon meringue thing was really good. And then we had a raspberry almond thing, which was decent. And then we had a carrot cake that was just not good.
Yeah, I heard the carrot cake was not very good.
It wasn't carroty.
My husband loves carrot cake, and
Yeah.
he rated it poor.
But that still would not keep me from giving a very high rating to the afternoon tea overall. Let's go back and revisit the whole scones, clotted cream, and jam experience. Because when we were talking after we left the afternoon tea, you were telling me how this tea compared to the American afternoon teas. What was in the afternoon tea?
So I've had afternoon tea twice before at fancy hotels, and we would have tea, sandwiches, maybe 1 or 2 savories, depending on where you are, and then a plate of desserts. But I've never been served scones at a tea.
Wait.
Dara was very surprised. This was my first time to have scones as you all know them here in Britain.
I don't know how they're calling it an afternoon tea if there's no scones. I just don't understand how they think
This
they're
was
getting away
one
with
of the reasons I was so excited to have a British tea. Was that I knew I would get scones with clotted cream, and I've never had either.
I've had scones in an afternoon tea in Dallas, and they gave you scones with whipped cream, which is all well and good.
Not the same. That doesn't sound good to me, actually.
No.
It doesn't sound good.
No.
Jam, but not.
Yeah. No. Okay, so how did the scones compare to what you were expecting? The scones and the clotted cream. Jam is jam. You know what jam's like. But how did the scones and clotted cream compare to
Although I was surprised by how sweet the jam was. The jam is very sweet when most desserty things here are not nearly as sweet as America. I actually felt like the jam was even sweeter than some of the jams I have back in Texas. But the clotted cream, that stuff is delicious. I really enjoyed it. The biscuits were fluffier than...
Scones.
The scones that tasted very similar to biscuits, but different, were fluffier than I imagined. And the ones with the raisins were delicious. Those are my favorite.
Yeah, the fruit scones were
So
very
overall, I am 2 thumbs up on scones and clotted cream and jam.
And so
Especially if they're gluten-free for me.
Yeah, really. And our scones that had gluten in them, they were also fluffy and delicious. Really, really good. And then the clotted cream, you said you were expecting it was going to be sweet, right? When you've seen pictures of it?
I expected that it would be sweet. It was not sweet, obviously, but creamy and delicious. I don't know how to describe that.
Just super creamy. And that's what you learn is that if things are really creamy, they don't have to be sweet. They're still delicious.
That's true. Yeah, I could have eaten that all day.
Yeah, so what was your overall assessment of the whole afternoon tea experience? All the foods as well as the setting. Would you recommend an American visitor go to Ellenborough Park for afternoon tea?
Oh, the setting was beautiful. And afterwards, we walked around the gardens, the estate, just lovely. I was very impressed with it. I loved that I've only had tea sitting at a dining table, like you would at a restaurant. So the fact that you could sit and lean back when you were full was kind of fun. We were on couches. I thought the tea selection was delightful, and it was fun to be able to choose between so many varieties. And
the fact that when you were choosing the tea, you could see what the loose tea
True.
looked like and even smell it.
I don't think I've ever had to use a strainer in teas in America. I think
We're kind of tea bag people.
yeah, I don't think I used a strainer there, so that was fun for me. And you and I got a tea that they brought a little creamer, which I'm not used to too, so I definitely used that. So I had a little cream with my tea, which was so fun.
Yeah, the whole thing was super
Loved
fun.
it. It was delightful.
I hope you enjoyed watching this video about Meredith's first afternoon tea experience in Britain. If you'd like to check out my friend Tracy's first experience trying cream tea, you can watch that video here. Thank you so much for watching this video, and do something good in the world today.